Money has always occupied an ambiguous place in human life. It is a tool for survival and comfort, yet it easily becomes an object of obsession, fear, and self-deception. Most people measure success through visible wealth, while ignoring the invisible practices that sustain inner stability. In an age defined by financial anxiety, social comparison, and endless consumption, the ancient philosophy of Stoicism offers a framework that is not merely practical but morally grounding. Stoicism does not reject wealth. Instead, it asks us to manage it with wisdom, clarity, and virtue. This thesis explores how Stoic principles can shape a sustainable, resilient, and meaningful approach to financial and money management. 1. The Stoic view of wealth, a neutral tool, not a moral good. Stoicism teaches that wealth is fundamentally indifferent. It is not inherently virtuous or corrupting. Its moral value depends entirely on the character of the person using it. Epictetus, born a slave and later a revered teacher, reminds us, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. This statement is not a call for poverty, but a reorientation of desire. The Stoic perspective dismantles the belief that money itself brings security. True security comes from the disciplined mind, not the overflowing treasury. A wealthy person enslaved by cravings is poorer than the minimalist who governs his impulses. In financial life, this principle translates into a central insight. Money amplifies your habits. It does not transform them. A person who is reckless with Rs 1,000 will be reckless with Rs 10,000. A person who cannot control desires at a basic income will collapse under the temptations of wealth. Stoicism teaches that before acquiring money, one must acquire character. 2. Self-control, the foundation of all financial stability. Stoic discipline is built upon mastery over impulses. Our financial failures, debt, overspending, addictions to status symbols, are rarely due to a lack of income, but a lack of restraint. Seneca says, "No man is free who is a slave to his passions." In modern financial terms, the passions are impulse purchases, lifestyle inflation, fear-driven investing, envy-driven consumption, the desire to impress others. Stoic money management begins not with spreadsheets but with self-examination. Marcus Aurelius warns, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Most financial stress comes from focusing on what we cannot control. Market volatility, inflation, economic policy. Stoicism shifts the spotlight to what is always within our power. How we earn, how we spend, how we save, how we respond to loss, how we plan for uncertainty. This internal orientation is what turns chaotic financial life into deliberate financial life. 3. Frugality as wisdom, not deprivation. Stoics valued frugality not as a punishment, but as liberation. Musonius Rufus wrote, "A simple life is not poverty, it is strength and freedom." Stoic frugality is not the extreme rejection of comfort. It is the art of spending wisely, intentionally, and without emotional dependence. This mindset directly opposes modern consumer culture, which links identity with possessions. A Stoic financial plan encourages A. Spending according to values, not emotions. Instead of buying things to impress others or escape boredom, the Stoic asks, does this purchase contribute to my growth, my responsibilities, my wisdom? B. Understanding the difference between comfort and luxury. Comfort supports life. Luxury distracts from it. C. Practicing voluntary discomfort. Stoics occasionally fasted, slept on hard surfaces, or reduced comforts to remind themselves how little they truly needed. In modern terms, this means practicing no-spend days, challenging lifestyle addiction, temporarily lowering consumption to reduce attachment. Seneca famously advised, "Set aside a certain number of days, during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, and ask yourself, is this the condition I feared? Financial fears shrink when you experience how little you truly need to survive with dignity. 4. Wealth management through rational planning. Stoicism is not passive. It encourages disciplined planning. Since external events are unpredictable, a Stoic prepares for volatility. A. Emergency funds and contingency planning. The Stoic view, expect everything, means preparing for setbacks in advance. Unemployment, illness, and market downturns should never completely break you financially. B. Investing with patience, not emotion. Stoics avoid impulsive decisions fueled by excitement or panic. The stock market rewards temperament more than intelligence. A Stoic investor avoids chasing trends, does not panic during downturns, sticks to a rational long-term plan, recognizes that volatility is inevitable. As Marcus Aurelius says, "What stands in the way becomes the way." Downturns are not obstacles. They are part of the natural rhythm of markets. 5. Wealth without arrogance. The Stoic responsibility to society. Stoicism teaches that personal success imposes moral responsibility. Wealth must never create superiority. Instead, it should empower generosity, justice, and contribution. Seneca reminds us, wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness. Stoic financial ethics include paying fair wages, refusing exploitation, charitable giving, supporting community, practicing humility despite wealth. A Stoic does not boast about wealth because wealth can vanish. Virtue, on the other hand, is the only possession that cannot be stolen. 6. Mindset toward financial losses. Markets crash, businesses fail, accidents happen, fortunes disappear. The Stoics called this premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of loss. By imagining worst-case scenarios before they occur, one becomes mentally resilient. When facing loss, Stoicism teaches, do not exaggerate. Seneca, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Do not blame fate. Things outside your control cannot be controlled. Do not cling to what has passed. Marcus Aurelius, loss is nothing else but change. Financial losses become training for the mind. You learn to rebuild rather than despair. A Stoic does not fear loss because his identity is not attached to possessions. 7. Wealth and purpose. What are you really working for? A Stoic life seeks meaning over materialism. The danger of modern financial life is that one can spend decades acquiring wealth without ever questioning why. Ask a man why he wants to be rich, and he might say, to feel secure, to be respected, to live comfortably, to give his family a good life. Stoicism exposes the flaw. These goals can be achieved with much less than what the mind imagines. Without clarity, a person becomes a slave to endless accumulation. Epictetus warns, if you don't know what your goal is, you will never achieve it. Stoic money management therefore includes A. Defining your purpose of earning. Is it for freedom, stability, or service? B. Defining your enough. Beyond a certain point, money stops adding happiness, but continues adding anxiety. C. Aligning work with virtue. A Stoic pursues work that is honest, meaningful, and socially valuable. D. Letting wealth serve life, not dominate it. Money should support flourishing, not become a substitute for it. 8. The Stoic model for a complete financial life. Combining Stoic wisdom with modern financial thinking, we can outline a practical Stoic model. 1. Governance of desires. Reduce wants, simplify needs. 2. Rational budgeting. Track spending. Stick to principles, not impulses. 3. Saving as a virtue. Save not out of fear, but preparation. 4. Long-term investing. Patience is Stoic discipline applied to money. 5. Emergency preparation. Expect misfortune. Prepare calmly. 6. Ethical wealth. Earn honestly help others, avoid greed. 7. Mindset of detachment. Possess wealth without letting wealth possess you. 8. Purpose-driven earning. Let income serve your values and goals. 9. Stoic freedom. The ultimate goal of financial wisdom. All Stoic financial teaching leads to one outcome: freedom. Not the superficial freedom advertised by luxury and consumption, but the deeper freedom that comes from not being controlled by fear, desire, debt, status, or greed. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A man's true delight is to do what he was made for." Financial management through Stoicism allows one to reach that delight. When your financial life is disciplined, intentional, and aligned with virtue, you gain freedom from debt, freedom from comparison, freedom from compulsion, freedom from anxiety, freedom to pursue meaningful work, freedom to live according to principle. This is the wealth Stoicism ultimately teaches, the wealth of the unshakable mind. Conclusion: Stoicism as the future of financial intelligence. In a world dominated by consumerism, instability, and financial pressure, Stoicism provides a timeless blueprint for managing money with clarity and purpose. It teaches that wealth is a tool, desire is the real enemy, discipline is the foundation of stability, frugality is power, financial planning is an act of virtue, losses are teachers, purpose gives direction to wealth, freedom, not riches, is the final goal. A person who studies Stoicism will not only manage money better, but live better, because financial wisdom is ultimately moral wisdom. As Seneca beautifully said, "The greatest wealth is a poverty of desires." Through Stoic financial discipline, one discovers that the richest life is not the one filled with possessions, but the one governed by wisdom, self-control, and inner peace. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.